Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Top 10 Tuesday video. This is episode 56, and for today we are going to be talking about snow-themed horror films. Yes, and oddly enough, it actually snowed today in my city, the first, kind of legit snowfall we've had all year. So that's kind of ironic a little bit. So anyways, for this list, of course, I always try to simplify things or change things around when I do these lists, but for this one, I'm not going to put in, the obvious picks and make up a really generic top 10 list. So I kind of went outside the box and I just wanted to showcase some lesser known snow-themed horror films that are out there. These aren't like necessarily the most obscure titles in the world, but yeah, they're just not the normal, the first ones that come to mind. So this one right here is also only going to contain like one Christmas themed horror film also. So anyways, without further ado, number 10, the Swedish low budget film called Blood Runs Cold. When I first watched this film, I was really kind of on the fence about how much I liked it or disliked it or whatever. I've rewatched it since, and I actually really enjoy this film. There's things that aren't explained in this movie, but I've come to the conclusion that it doesn't really matter. But it's super low budget. I think it only cost about $5,000 to make. And it's quite interesting too, because this movie has a making of. And these guys went through hell filming this film. It's got a really amazing snow atmosphere, but you can fucking tell it is super cold. Like it was like minus 30 when they were filming this, and equipment kept breaking, freezing up and shit. So it's really amazing that they actually got this film done the way they did. Pretty cool stuff. Blood Runs Cold. If you've never checked it out, give it a shot. It's got a really good snow atmosphere to it. So, in at number 10. In at number 9 is the slasher film Shredder. I'll never forget the first time I seen this in a store. I started laughing so hard. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But then upon reading the back and finding out it was a slasher film set on a ski mountain who's killing snowboarders and skiers, I was like, hey, giddy up. This is fucking awesome. It's a fun film. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's pretty fun. But it is what it is. It's, people that are out doing the snowboarding and skiing and stuff that are getting picked off by this killer. Fuck. There's actually some pretty funny kills in this movie too. So, Shredder, it is what it is. It's on a snow mountain. It's pretty fun stuff. So, check it out if you haven't. And that was number 9. And number 8 is the Larry Fedison, The Last Winter. Again, not the most obscure one in the world, but this film just has an amazing snow atmosphere. It's creepy. It's just terrifying, actually, if you were put in this position. When I first watched this movie, it really did remind me of The Thing. It's about these guys that are, I think they're like oil surveyors or something like that, but they're in this desolate area and it's real fucking winter. It's dead of winter, kind of thing. And some shit starts going down. So, now they're fighting for their lives. But yeah, The Last Winter, this is, it's not overly the greatest film in the world, but it's not bad at all. It's just, honestly, it's kind of terrifying when you watch it. You would never want this to happen to you because it's, scary. So, but yeah, The Last Winter, really cool stuff. In at number 8. In at number 7 is the Trauma release of Frostbite. This film right here is basically like a Wendigo type film. These hunters, they disturb the, this island and kind of set this thing free, and it starts killing people. It's the winter creature that kills. It's fun, man. It's super low budget, and it's got some pretty, trauma acting in it and stuff, but it's a really fun film. It's actually a lot better than I was ever going to give it credit for. I remember when I first got this, I was like, okay, this is going to be a rager. But it's fun. It's fun. It's got some pretty interesting stuff going on, and it's, if you like the Wendigo stories and stuff like that, it's just like that. But Frostbite, definitely give this one a shot. Really underrated film in my opinion. So, but yeah, that was number 7. Number 6 is Windshield. Now, I think I've shown this one before in a top 10 video. This one is a pretty interesting one about a girl that's trying to get home for Christmas, and she gets a ride from a fellow college student, and she doesn't really know her that well. Anyways, they end up getting run off this road and then having to fight for their lives in this, snowy setting. It's a good film, actually, and another one that's really underrated. I don't really hear anyone talk about this one, which is unfortunate. I don't know why I'm not focusing well there, but yeah, good film though. So, Windshield. Awesome. Check it out if you've never seen it before. Good stuff. It was number 5. Well, that was number 6. I mean, number 5 is The Children. This one, I always liked this movie, man. It's really cool. It's just, you know, it's kind of set on, actually no, this one is set on Christmas too, so it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, it's about these children that basically get this kind of unknown virus that, you know, turns them really super violent and, you know, turns them against their parents and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I love the setting. There's some kills in this film that really kind of showcase that winter setting, you know, the just nasty blood on the white snow, really crazy stuff. So, yeah, if you've never seen The Children, give this one a shot. Awesome stuff. Really, really underrated film in my opinion again. So that was number 5, yeah. Number 4 is Adam Green's Frozen. This is a terrifying film, and I think Adam Green's best film too. It's basically just about 3 people that get stuck on a ski lift chair when they weren't supposed to be going up. They cut the power and they get stuck like, I don't know, like 50, 60 feet up off the ground, and they're stuck, and it's a long weekend. So now they have to figure out how to get down from this thing without killing themselves and get off this mountain before they freeze to death. Really simple premise, but executed very, very well. Really good dialogue in this film, and it feels cold. You know, when you're watching this film, you're just feeling for him. It feels cold. So, yeah, Frozen, good stuff. If you've never seen this one, give it a shot. I think it's a fantastic film. So, yeah, Frozen. In at number 4. In at number 3 is the Canadian, I call classic, Ghost Keeper. This one was shot in, I think, like Lake Louise, Alberta, and it's basically about these people that are snowmobiling. They get lost. They end up at this this villa type deal in the mountains, and some shit starts going down. It's kind of like another Wendigo type thing. Really, really awesome atmosphere. This movie is fantastic. I always stress to people that I need to check this one out. It's really great. If you like your snow-themed films, definitely give this one a shot. It's one of the better ones out there. It's a little more obscure just due to the fact that it was released by our favorite company, Code Red. Oddly enough, I recently found a VHS of this too, so I had to grab it because I've just never seen a VHS of it before. It was strange. But yeah, Ghost Keeper, fantastic stuff. Great, great atmosphere in this one. I love the way this film feels. It's fantastic stuff. So, in at number 3, number 2 is the Christmas film I was talking about, even though it turns out there's technically 3 in here, and that's Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale. I'm not going to get into the plot of this one. I've reviewed this movie so many times, but this movie has one of the most amazing winter atmospheres. It's pretty much all outside, and it's such a strange and odd film. That really does work, and it's got these shorts on here too that, you know, the prequel shorts to it, and really, really great stuff, man. I couldn't recommend this movie enough. Definitely one of my favorite Christmas themed horror films of all time. This is a Finnish film that really does work on all levels. It's just so unique in itself. You know, if you want to know more, just Google YouTube. I'm sure you can locate my review somewhere. I did it on my 25 Days of Christmas Horror. But yeah, this one is so unique and strange, and apparently this thing's out of print now. It just went out of print, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, if you get a chance to buy this one, pick it up. Great, great film. And so that was number 2, and of course number 1, I had to do it. I had to put The Thing in there because I not only think that The Thing is one of the greatest horror films ever made, it's probably the best, you know, snow-themed one too. Which is debatable, of course, because The Shining could be up there at number 1 too, of course. But yeah, The Thing needs no introduction. It's The Thing. It's just one of the craziest, awesome atmospheres in a film ever. It's just so desolate feeling and scary. It's just, the atmosphere is fucking terrifying in this film. You know, you don't even have to say anything. You just, it's crazy. But yeah, so The Thing. So I had to put one really, really well-known film in there, so. But yeah, I decided to make this list, you know, without going with the norm, like, or else I would have had The Shining in there, and you know, even Black Christmas. It just could have been filled full of Christmas horror films. So, you know, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Christmas Evil, things like that. But yeah, lots of really, really interesting flicks I did leave off. You know, being like Cold Prey. Cold Prey is like a really nice, or a really cool film. You know, even Bloody Murder Part 2 was set in the wintertime. You know, that's kind of an interesting one. Not the greatest film in the world, but snow themed. Let the Right One In, of course, which is just fantastic. Dead Snow, which is such a fun, you know, calm, essentially. Yeah, you know, Ravenous, Jack Frost, things like that. So many good films left off the list, but that's what the list would have been, so I wanted to showcase some other ones. But yeah, to do a quick little roundup here, we got number 10, Blood Runs Cold, number 9, Shredder, number 8, The Last Winter, number 7, Frostbite, number 6, Windshield, number 5, The Children, number 4, Frozen, number 3, Ghost Keeper, number 2, Rare Exports, and of course number 1, The Thing. So I do recommend all these films. You know, if you watch Blood Runs Cold and you know, you're not really feeling it first, definitely give it another shot. It's one of those kind of two watchers I found. So, but anyways, guys, I'm blabbling on. That's gonna do it for this episode 56. See you guys next week. Don't know what the theme is. Check you later. Peace out.